It's not a break from the norm for SUVs to have rugged looks. As much as the average SUV looks tough and reliable, with some SUVs, looks can be deceitful. SUVs were designed to be roomy. This is one reason families pick them over sedans. Well, if you must enjoy all that an SUV has to offer, you should be able to afford one. Being able to afford an SUV is great. However, not everyone can afford a new SUV. This in itself is not a problem. Unfortunately, not all SUVs are reliable. The various SUVs on the road have various levels of reliability when they're not new, and it's important to know those that are the least reliable before shopping for one. This is a video on the 10 least reliable used SUVs. We'll proceed in a bit, but before that, please hit the like and share buttons if you've yet to do so. Also, subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this. Starting at number 1, the 2002 to 2005 Saturn Vue CVT VTI. On paper, the 2002 to 2005 Saturn Vue CVT VTI is great, and it's one lots of SUV lovers will be tempted to buy when shopping for a used SUV. As cool as this might seem, it's not exactly the best of decisions, as this car tends to develop issues with its transmission. There have been several reports of this car's transmission moving in and out of gear. This perhaps looks like a situation that is easy to manage. However, it could make a driver lose control of their car, thereby leading to a major accident. In addition to issues of unreliable transmission with this SUV, Saturn stopped manufacturing it after 2005. And that's not all. Saturn closed down 5 years after it stopped manufacturing the Saturn Vue CVT VTI. The implication of this is getting replacements for damaged parts has become more difficult than ever. Additionally, when they are found, they are usually very expensive, so you just might be making a major mistake buying this car. Number 2, the 2011 and 2012 Chevy Suburban. The challenge with the 2011 and 12 Chevy Suburban might not seem as serious as that of the 2002 and 2005 Saturn Vue CVT VTI. However, it is not an issue that can be swept under the carpet. If you settle for a used 2011 or 2012 Chevy Suburban SUV, it can be said that you simply made one of the poor choices anyone looking to purchase a used SUV can make. The reason for this is when dealing with this car, you will encounter various degrees of serious transmission and engine issues. These issues can be difficult to fix. Sometimes the only solution might be total replacement. In addition to the major issues of this car, you might also deal with minute suspension issues and unreliable climate systems. Number 3, the 1999 and 2000 Dodge Durango. No driver is comfortable dealing with a car that stalls while on the highway. Even if you are driving to see a friend some streets away, driving a car that stalls can make your journey very uncomfortable. The 1999 and 2000 Dodge Durango features a V8 engine and is one car you might like if you love cars with a lot of power. Unfortunately, beneath this power is an untrustworthy engine. The engine of this car is associated with the buildup of oil sludge, and this could cause the vehicle to stall while moving. You definitely do not want to experience this. So getting this car is just not the best thing to do. Number 4, the 2002 to 2007 Jeep Liberty. You settle for a used 2002 to 2007 Jeep Liberty, you might not have to deal with challenges as serious as those associated with the cars already mentioned. However, a minor recurrent challenge with a car can be as frustrating as a major challenge. Car lovers that do not seem to mind any inconvenience might go ahead to get the 2002 to 2007 Jeep Liberty. However, if you never want to deal with bad window regulators, you might want to avoid this SUV. When the problem with this SUV's window regulator starts, it might not seem like much. However, when replacement becomes frequent, it becomes obvious how a minor fault can be overwhelming. And that's not all. Having to deal with your window sliding open without any warning on a cloudy day is not good at all. Number 5, 2002 to 2004 Ford Explorer Unreliable Transmission. The 2002 to 2004 Ford Explorer is quite a great car when bought new. However, as it gets older, unexpected issues set in. After registering about 50,000 to 100,000 miles, the 2002 to 2004 Ford Explorer begins experiencing transmission issues. Not only do the gears become difficult to shift, sometimes they slip out of place. Although this problem can be fixed, it usually costs a lot of money, as you might have to undergo a complete transmission replacement. Number 6. The 2005 to 2008 Nissan Pathfinder and Xterra. The presence of the 2005 to 2008 Nissan Pathfinder and Xterra in this video does not in any way mean these SUVs are bad. It does not matter if you settle for a new or used Nissan Pathfinder or Xterra. You will be buying a great SUV so long as you're not buying one that was produced between 2005 and 2008. The 2005 to 2008 Nissan Pathfinder and Xterra have issues with coolant leaks. This problem ultimately causes transmission erosion. The 2005 to 2008 Xterra and Pathfinder have some issues. However, quite a number of used models have gone through the rebuilding of their transmission, so they might actually not suffer from these problems. If you're not sure what state the used 2005 to 2008 Nissan Pathfinder and Xterra are in, you simply need to go through the vehicle history report. This way you can find out if it has gone through a transmission rebuilding process. Number 7. The 2005 Chevy Equinox. The Chevy Equinox is not a bad car by any standard. Nonetheless, if you're looking to purchase a 2005 Chevy Equinox, you might have to get ready for a challenging ride as the car is associated with gasket challenges. These challenges are not only difficult to handle, they have been experienced by several people. So the likelihood that you will deal with gasket issues after buying the 2005 Chevy Equinox is quite high. Well, if the 2005 Chevy Equinox is your dream car and you feel like you must have a taste of it, you might want to factor in the cost of fixing a potentially bad gasket when bargaining. Number 8. The 2006 to 2008 Toyota RAV4. It is surprising that the RAV4 is mentioned in this video. This is because it is common knowledge that Toyotas are great and are perhaps more reliable than any other car brand on the planet. And just like other Toyota cars, the RAV4 is actually reliable. Nonetheless, if you have any plans of buying a 2006 to 2008 Toyota RAV4, you just might have to get ready to spend more than you were planning to. The reason for this is there are several reports of this RAV4 model using up too much oil in a short time. Several drivers have complained about using up a complete quart of oil after covering 1,000 miles. Number 9. The 2015 Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V is generally considered a great car. Unfortunately, the 2015 version seems quite a break from the norm. The 2015 CR-V is actually not problematic, but it has a challenge that not a lot of people are comfortable dealing with. It vibrates when stopped in gear or while driving. The reports of the 2015 Honda CR-V's vibration is not just coming from regular drivers. Even drivers that are skilled at test driving cars have noticed very discouraging vibrations. As it stands, Honda has not given an order for owners of this car to return them. Also, there are no tips on what owners can do to remedy this challenge by themselves. Fortunately, there is a solution to this challenge, so it is only a matter of time before the 2015 Honda CR-V finds its way out of this position. Number 10. The 2020 Acura MDX. This is the most recent SUV in this video, and there is a likelihood that it will be a while before many people begin buying the used version. As recent and sophisticated as the car might be, it has an issue that lots of car enthusiasts do not expect it to have. The 2020 Acura MDX has paint trim, drive system, and fuel pump challenges. The various issues associated with this car affect it differently. The fuel pump challenge leads to its engine getting stalled while moving. In 2021, Acura called back all the 2020 Acura MDX that had been sold. However, it appears this problem is not exhibited in all 2020 Acura MDX, so you just might end up buying one that is free from these challenges. It's a wrap on the 10 least reliable used SUVs. Which of these SUVs do you think is the least reliable? Please tell us in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.